Okay, today we're talking about how to basically create some checkpoints here. Now, the way I've done it is when you fall into the pit, you are going to lose health and you are going to go back to where you were positioned at pretty much in the location. So let me show you how I have it set up on this game here, and then I'll run by the mechanics behind the scenes here. So I placed 2 checkpoints in the game, and show you how it works once this loads up. Alright, so he's going to basically fall here. And see how he dropped back to where he was originally, but he lost some health. And I don't know if I have it set up over here yet. Yes, I do. See? So if he falls this direction or he falls this direction, he'll land back in this same spot here. Alright, and if I move the character over in this area here, see right here I have a red line, I have a pink line. This pink line, when he hits this, you go in this direction. If he falls in this red area, he'll go back to here. Alright, so if he goes over here, and he falls, drops back where he was originally pretty much before he fell just a couple seconds ago. But if I go over here and I drop, I land back to where I was the first time I showed you. Okay, so basically this is how I have it set up here. So there's a red line, die now, and then there's a pink line, which I call nextdie. So every time there's an opening in the land area, there's going to be a different square for when he dies. And you have to have a different square for each time he dies because you have a different coordinate for the location that you drop at. So for the person right stop, which is what he is now, and the next die, which is that pink line, I have sets health relative to -30. And I got that from this location in the score tab. Just dragged over a health, -30, checked relative. Then I dragged over a jump to position from the move tab, and the coordinates are x 9680 and the y at 750. Not relative, because if you check relative, it's not going to work correctly. Alright, and then for the die now block, I have the health set to -30, you lose 30 points. And then the jump position is different coordinates at 2780, y is at 850, not checked relative. So the coordinates I got from where he's standing at now with the where the arrow is pointed at, there's coordinates down here for the X and Y, so you can get those coordinates there. But you kind of have to estimate. You have to kind of play around with the coordinates to get it exactly the right position where you want it at, because he could drop higher when you die. He could fall down from the sky. Could fall from this location right here, or you can fall from this location. So you have to make sure you get the precise X and Y coordinates. And even where he's landing at, if you get the wrong coordinates, he could be inside the landmass here, and you don't want that. You want to make sure it's on top of the landmass, so you're able to move right and left. So it's kind of tricky a little bit, but the biggest thing is to get the coordinates right off the bat. Is just put your mouse over top of the character and get the coordinates from the X and Y at the bottom, and then adjust those coordinates to make sure that he's lined up correctly on the landmass and in the correct position. And that goes for the pink block and the red block. And the red block is different coordinates because you want him to land on this square, not this square. And when you get to this pink square, when you drop and hit this, you want him to land on this area right here, this landmass. So that's why the coordinates are different. If you have the same coordinates, he's going to jump back to this position right here, and you don't want that. So that's only when he falls. I've looked up other checkpoints, and I've tried to mess with them, but I'm not able to get it exactly how they had it, where you hit a flag, and then if you die, you go back to that flag. Not sure how that exactly works, but the way I've done it is when you fall in a pit and you hit a line, it's going to jump. You'll jump back to that position when your health drops. And so if you looked at my other previous videos before, I have a save. You save the room you're in. Well, the checkpoint will not save where you're positioned at if you do have a save and load. This is only going to happen if you're in the middle of the game playing and you die, then you'll jump back to that position. If you try to load the game, you're going to go back to where you originally started at the beginning of the room. So this only happens if you're in the middle of playing the game and you fall and die, then you'll jump back to that position you was originally at. It will not work for saving and loading. So that's pretty much how you do it. So for the person right stop, I have the same coordinates in there. For the pink, it's going to be these coordinates here, 9680 for the X, and the Y is 750. And then with the dienow, it's going to be X at 2780 and the Y is 850. I've done that for all the character positions. For the person right stop, for the person move right, it's the same coordinates. And then for the person stop left, it's the same coordinates. And then also for the move left, it's the same coordinates. So that's how that works. So if he moves right and he falls, he's going to go back to this position right here. If he goes over here, moves down here, right, and hits this pink square, he's going to jump back to this position right here. So that's how I did the checkpoints for my game here. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.